So it's going to be our big day that's coming up, and I'm so excited to be here and to marry Sudhin. It's such a great blessing to, call him my husband after October 1st, because I've been waiting for this day for such a really, really long time. It's almost 3 years since we started dating, but most of you all don't know the entire story of how it began. We started talking to each other on Facebook back in ninth grade, when he was in 11th grade and I was in ninth grade, and we just sent hi on Facebook, and then he sent hi, and then we got connected. We had a lot of mutual connections, and then we quickly became friends, but we never met. We remained as online friends, and then it remained as it was. And he went to college, I went to college. I did my degree and masters. He went to work after degree, all of that. But we never met at all. And I thought our paths wouldn't cross again, and he would just be an online friend forever. But God's plans are way beyond our imagination, because even if I had penned down and thought about a good love story, it wouldn't be as good as this, because God has written it so beautifully. That's what God's plan is for you. He gives you the best, more than what you ask for and more than what you deserve. And when he asked me out in 2022, I guess, 2022. I was in my second job, and I was too busy with focusing on my career and all of that. So I didn't really want to get into a relationship. So I said no, and I thought he was being funny when he said he likes me. But suddenly 2023 started, and the first 1 week of 2023, with all the New Year vibes and resolutions going on, I suddenly felt, one night I felt like, okay, I should text him and ask him why he actually likes me. So I just texted him again. It was online. I messaged him on WhatsApp and asked him, and then he replied on New Year's night, and the week after we kept texting. And then I slowly asked him again about wedding and what he wants for in a partner and all of that. So we had this 1 month of asking each other questions. So we asked each other a lot of questions about life, values, and what we need and want in life, and what God means to him and me, and all of that. We exchanged all those questions, and then we decided to meet. We didn't want to meet and start a relationship before knowing our core values and the true nature of the person. So we asked each other a lot of questions. So it's been a long journey since Sudhin and I knew each other, and I'm so excited that in a few days we're going to get married. And I'm so blessed to, call him my husband after October 1st. It's always been boyfriend, and, or before that friend, and then fiance and all of that. But now I'm so excited to be his wife. So most of you don't know our story and how we met, even though I've shared a few stuff here and there. But it's a very weird story, but also a very detailed story of how God has written so beautifully. So even if I had written and penned down this so beautifully and so detailed and thoughtfully, I wouldn't have written a beautiful love story like this, because God has done it so beautifully for us, because God is God, God is good, and He gives you the best and more than what you want and what you deserve. So I'm so happy that I got to know Sudhin on Facebook back when I was in ninth grade, and when he was in his 11th grade. So he said hi, and I replied hi. And I still remember sitting there in my room, and we had my old desktop, and the Facebook chat box there. So I used to I was in a girls' school, so for me, texting a guy was like, oh, who's this guy? So I used to hide the chat box and all of that when somebody used to come behind me or close the tab and all of that. But we quickly became friends. Then once my dad asked me who's, so then he keeps commenting on your posts and all of that, because those days we used to have full chat going on in the comments section. Then I told him my dad doesn't like this and all of that. Then we stopped, and then he remained as a casual online friend that I knew. And we had a lot of mutual friends, family friends, and some of my relatives were his relatives. So I we kind of knew each other, but we thought he would always remain as that, as an online friend. But later in 2022, we crossed our paths in metro. So I was working in Hilton at that point, and he was working at Zoho, and then we both used to take the same metro. So at one point, I posted an WhatsApp story or something, and then he asked me where I am, and we met. And even then, we were just like, okay, we're gonna meet someone whom we both knew for such a long time, but we're just gonna meet, and it's just gonna end there. There's nothing forward, or nothing's gonna happen from there on. But then later we started to text, and then he suddenly texted me saying that he likes someone. When I asked who, he said he likes me. And then I thought he's just being funny and maybe he's not serious. So I left it. And I was also in my second job focusing on my career. So I just took it light. And then he was also just, brushed off that topic and started talking other things, and we kept texting. And I think New Year 2023, that's when I suddenly one day, when I was in my bed, I was just praying, and then I was thinking about marriage and like when to marry, what to do next, and all of that. So at that point, I suddenly thought of Sudhin, and I didn't know how the thought came into my mind, but it just did. And I immediately text him, I think at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., I'm not really sure, but I text him in the middle of the night from my bed saying, "Do you still like me?" And then he replied later, "Why are you asking? I mean, what do you want?" and all of that. And I think that was the New Year's Eve service of 2023. So we went to Cathedral. So he was also at church, I was also at church. We came, and then that whole week we kept chatting as friends. Then later I asked him, "What's your plan on marriage? Whom do you want? Whom do you see as an ideal wife, as a life partner for you?" and all of that. Those questions I asked him. And then at that point, he wasn't like fully ready for this because he thought I was also being funny. But he kept, asking questions when along with me. And then later we both knew that we liked each other at one point, and then we decided to discuss our core principles and values and how we want the relationship to be, how to parent, and how to lead a godly life, and what God means to us, and all of that. So we took a 1 month of break before we took a 1 month break in between. During that 1 month, we were just exchanging, questions. We used to ask like so many random questions about each other. How would you react to this if this happens? What would you do this in this case? Like that, we used to ask each other just to test each other's patience and understanding, and what's their core value and nature is, and their upbringing. So we kind of met at all the stages because we always felt like we were meant to be, and we had that connection in us. So we had this 1 month period where we were just asking each other questions on what we value, and what we want from life, and what we want to be, and how we want God to use us, and all of that. And that's when we knew we liked each other. But he didn't want to meet me until we decided that we wanted to be together, because he didn't want it to go with the flow and on and on. So we decided to talk it out and took 1 month. And then he took 3 weeks to 4 weeks to pray about it and get back to me after all of this. And then he said yes. After that, we decided to meet. But again, there were so many things happening at work, and I was about to join a new company. So I was really busy. And it kept, every day we fix a date to meet. It didn't happen, it didn't happen, it didn't happen. And then finally, we decided to meet, but he had fever. He came with the fever. His dad had a cataract surgery that day, and the same day he just came in shorts and met. And I was also tired after work. But then once we met, we spoke it out, and then that was our first day at Halt, Ananagar. We met, and then it's been almost 3 years. This next year it'll be 3 years, and I'm so happy and blessed to be with Sudhin, because he's my little doo-doo always, no matter what, because he's a very generous and kind person in general, and he loves family, loves people, and loves to help people and always be there for everyone. And he doesn't expect anything in return. He only genuinely wants to be there for everyone, and love and care for anyone who comes to him, and show God's love through him. So I and he's a very ambitious person. He's very blessed with an amazing family and friends. So the set of friends he has, all of them, and his workplace, all of them has made him a really good person. And at the correct point when I met, I was also correctly ready for a relationship, and he was also in a correct mindset to get into a relationship. So it was God's timing. Sometimes I used to wonder, okay, we met long ago on Facebook. We could have dated for such a long time and married now, but maybe that was in God's will. God's will was to for him to go through his life alone and my life alone, and then come together at this set period and time. And it was such a beautiful journey so far. All our cafe dates, and waiting and outside my office to pick me up, and I come late and all of that. And then this last 1 year has been such a nice time with his family also. His family is like my family, and now we're like really blessed to have him and his family with me. I am so excited to get married next week, and the bridal shower and all the events start. And I it's a mixed emotions, and it's something that I cannot explain, because I'm not sure what my reaction would be when I see him at the altar and when I walk down the aisle to meet him and get married. And so looking forward to that moment and to that day. And I'm so excited to live a good life with him after that, because marriage is not an end. I mean, it's the beginning to a new life. So I really look forward to spend my time with him, decorate our house, cook together, and plan surprises and live a nice, happy, peaceful life, because he is my home and he makes me feel at home all the time. He's always been there with me, and in my lowest and my highest of moments, he's been my biggest cheerleader. And I would always, love him and be with him, and even in his difficult times, because he's always been there for me, and he's been a best friend to me. I think that's what anybody wants, and I really love him so much, and I'm so excited. Most of you know that Sudhin is a very quiet person. That's what you see outside, but he is a quiet person. But if you really get to know him and be with him, he's a really fun person. Suddenly he'll be dancing, and suddenly he'll be singing out something, and he's such a cheer to be around. And he always feels that he truly loves his people and the people around him, and he immediately goes for anything and anything for anyone. He loves to diet and maintain his weight, and all of that. And he always keeps saying that after I came into his life, he's not able to do that. And that is something I think he cannot do that anymore, because we keep going out to a lot of places to try good food and all of that. And I think he's never going to get back to his old previous shape, even me. But that's something that he's always upset about. And we both are total opposites. Like, I'm a night owl, but he wants to sleep by 9 p.m. Even my mom doesn't sleep like that, but he wants to go to bed by 9 p.m. and wants to wake up early and do 1 hour of prayer and then work out and then head to work with full energy. But I'm the total opposite. I'll fully extend my energy in the night and crash and then wake up and rush to work. But his lifestyle is completely different. So I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen, and how we're going to live together under the same roof. And he eats a lot. He really, really eats a lot. Most of you who know him, but even he can finish like 3 packets of biryani at once. Or if you go and if you feel like, oh, I'm full, he'll immediately take it to his side and start eating. Okay, I'll finish it like that. He's always like that. He can. And he'll order and then he'll again keep ordering, then again he'll keep ordering. 2 3 times we pay the bill at the same place. Most of the time this happens. It's not just we order everything and at once we pay. Suddenly he'll feel like, no, we should have more, and another set of food he'll order, and again we pay the bill. Even at cafes, sometimes he drinks 2 3 matchas or coffees or something like that. I can only do one and I'm done with it, but yet he's tall and active and all of that, so that's his plus. And he loves to game, and the most funniest thing is he loves Chelsea Football Club, which I think he must have told a lot of his friends and family, but uh, I don't know how I came into his life and all of that. But yeah, my name is Chelsea, and I met him, and all his friends make fun of him because he's a hardcore Chelsea fan, and he has the jersey and merch and all of that, and he doesn't miss a match at all. He sometimes takes my phone and keeps checking the score. He's a full hardcore football fan, and he plays football. He loves football, and he loves going on marathons and all of that. So I wish to see him do more of that even after wedding, and to do what he loves to do the best. And so then I think you'll be watching this post wedding. I will be married by then, but right now you're standing outside the door, not trying not to listen to me, or maybe you are listening to me, and I'm here talking in front of the camera. But I'm so blessed to have you. You're my biggest blessing. I'm grateful to have you every single day of my life, and you're the first thing and the last thing I think of every day, and it will always remain the same. I always love you, and I'll always be with you, and I'll always cherish you, uh, and love you the most. Thank you.